Okay guys, added 2 chains to each side. See how they drape right on the floor. Deloads it in the bottom, overloads it on the way up. Actually very good for shoulder health. Forces you to work stability, and so when somebody has a shoulder issue, I will use more chain weight, more accommodating resistance than I will straight weights. Food for thought, guys. I'll tackle more of that at the SSPC certification. Go to sspcoach.com. Boom. See that sweat coming off the face? Means we're working. All right, story time. First off, thanks for stopping by. I'm Zach Evanesh. If you guys love it, subscribe, smash that like button, and drop a comment. I love hearing your comments. All right, I've got a bunch of York dumbbells here. Let's take a look. We've got the 150. We actually don't know if that's a York. We've got 80s, 50s, and look at these 80s. These were the first globes I got. And there must have been a air pocket in the mold, and they came out a little bit off. They're still awesome, and I still remember buying them. Here's how I bought them. It was the fall of 2007. My gym had been open for a few months now, the first warehouse space, and a couple days prior, while turning left into my gym, it was a main road, kind of like a small highway, I guess, 1 lane each way. And to make a left turn into my gym, you had to really get tight to the yellow line. A lot of 18-wheelers passing by. And it's the early days of text messaging. And on the way to my gym is a hill, and then it goes straight. And I'm in my rear view, looking in my rear view mirror, and I see a car coming fast at me, not veering. I see the guy's head down. This was the days of flip phones. People were just starting to text message. I see it coming. I'm waiting to turn left. There's heavy oncoming traffic. It's getting closer. I brace. He effing rams me. My car goes flying. His car's kind of like tailed up against mine. I get out of the car. I'm about to kill somebody. The first thing I'm thinking is, if my kids were in the back of this car, I would murder this man. I get out. I had a Nissan Pathfinder. It was actually only pushed in the back. His car looked like an accordion. Ironically, coming towards us, oncoming traffic, was a cop, and they had the video cam on the dash. I get out. The guy's like looking at me scared. I think back then I was about like 228, young guy, looking strong and scary. And he's kind of like speechless. The cop zips around right away, puts his lights on, and he says, "Are you okay?" He says to me, "I don't even realize like there's something wrong with me." I feel fine. I can't believe his car looks like an accordion, mine's fine. I had a hitch on the back, and that hitch framed around the back. So the auto body guy told me, if you didn't have that hitch, which framed your back bumper, his car would have been in your back seat. The cop takes the report. I get into my gym, and what do? I realized that because I was strong, I was not hurt, and I went right in and started training. And I remember, I guess the adrenaline had me going, but the next day, of course, I felt that pain in my neck, which was a real thing. So I had a rental car while they were fixing that. On eBay, I see those 80s for sale. They were outside of Princeton, New Jersey. I was gonna run my gym on a Saturday morning at 9. I told him I could get to his place at 7:30, something like that. I drive there in the deepest fog I have ever seen. I mean, it looked like a bad Halloween movie. I could not barely see 10, 15, 20 feet ahead of me in this rental car. I get there, I put the 80s in the trunk, And I just remember how beautiful they were, wrapping my hands around those dumbbells saying, who has used these dumbbells? Who's touched these, trained with them, gotten stronger, had their life changed through strength? I got them to my gym and I did a full workout with those 80s. I didn't want to touch anything else. I benched, I farmer walked, I did lunges, I did clean and press, I did snatch, I did power curls. Yes, before any injuries, I would power curl 90-pound dumbbells. Little bit behind the Barbarian brothers, okay? And so those 80s, they got that little, I guess, imperfection to them, which to me, let's clear up the camera here, a little foggy, which to me makes them perfect. So you see, it's the imperfections in the weight room or wherever it is that you're training in your little basement, dungeon gym, garage gym. That's what makes things beautiful. Not the perfect, it's the imperfections. And believe it or not, I apply those very things to the training of athletes. We don't need the perfect scenario. I'm going through that now at my high school. I had groups of 80 to 100 last week. It was insane, but you know what? It worked. We got kids squatting, back squat, front squat, dumbbell squat. You're doing pull-ups or recline rows. Everybody's doing hill sprints. Everybody's working. It ain't perfect, but guess what? Bill Starr had the same scenario when he was at University of Hawaii. Not enough equipment, and hence they did that circuit where they did benching, cleans, and squats, heavy, medium, and light rotation as a circuit, building strength endurance, power endurance, toughness, and building muscle. It may not be approved by the, Zatsiorski or whoever, but guess what? A lot of people kind of dismiss working, hard work. And that's a lot of what those early days York Barbell represents to me. Guys who were on the USA Olympic lifting team without bumper plates. And they got strong because they couldn't drop the weights, because their gym was on the top floor. And so they had to eccentric lower, control, muscle it down. They respected the weights differently. Little history lesson there, kids. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're a strength coach, go to sspcoach.com. That's the Strength and Sport Performance Coach certification. Those of you who want free strength training courses, hit the link in my bio here hit the link in the info section on YouTube, or just go to zachstrength.com. I want to thank my friends at Sorenex for sponsoring and partnering with me, and I'm out of here. Old school's the best school.